They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run with Gibson, and he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 29, Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drop, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
I absolutely like the thought there. Go after them before they really know what hit them, because they took the ball away after the turnover, took their shot, hoping to catch the defense a little bit unsettled. Weren't successful in doing it. They did let them know that they will be aggressive.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll go again with McKissick. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Fourth down, Heineke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Steps away to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Prescott on 1st down. Buying time to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
He's checking.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the time, defense. Let's go. Alert 3. Alert 3. 36. Switch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A final shot before half for Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now wins. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down at 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Winston, the Commanders, staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From midfield, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Prescott off play action. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike is 59. 47.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
They'll go again with Gibson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Wentz to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Dak.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Wentz to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.